Welcome back to the Random and Wonderful podcast. I'm your host, Grace Simmons, your favorite solo travel mindset coach. Each episode, we explore ways to uplift you on your journey to add joy, confidence, and independence into your life. Today's topic is kicking fear in the face, or travel as a self-development opportunity. One quick announcement. I want to get 8 women who are ready to begin their solo travel journey. If you're just curious about it, or maybe you traveled before but never solo, I'm inviting you to join my program, Empowered Solo. It's going to be 8 weeks of confidence building conversations, challenges, plenty of growth opportunities, and we end with an in-person retreat. Looking forward to seeing you. There are only 8 slots, so sign up as soon as you can. You can apply on my website. The deadline is January 20th. For those of you eyeing your friends' latest vacay photos, or maybe you're looking at videos of all the fun and color and excitement that they're having, and you keep saying to yourself for the 170th time, I really want to travel. Next time, take me with you. Why haven't you gone on a trip yet? I know there are a number of reasons that keep people back from traveling. I understand, trust me. But every problem has a solution. Let's take a look at 3 major barriers that can be stopping you from traveling. So let's get into the reasons why you haven't traveled yet. 1, you think that travel is a luxury and you don't have the funds. 2, travel is for leisure and you don't have the time. 3, travel is too complicated and you don't know where to start. Okay, challenge accepted. Let's get into the first issue. Travel is a luxury and I don't have the funds. First off, what kind of trip are you planning? Think about it like this. Travel is a journey that's taking you from point A to point B, but the entire experience is included. So getting there, actually enjoying the trip or your destination, and then coming back home. Now, are you envisioning some far off place? Stop it. How about the next town over? You can be flexible with your travel plan because it's up to you. So, what's your budget? If you plan a trip according to your budget, you will have literally the entire world open to you. But you can start in your own backyard. Okay, maybe not your own backyard, but you know what I mean, because that's just way too close. Second issue. Travel is for leisure and I don't have the time. My dear, sweet friend, you need to take a break. I can tell. As long as you prioritize deadlines and other people's concerns over yourself, you're always going to be left behind. Travel is a practice in adaptability and being flexible. So you could do a day trip, weekend, a month, whatever it is, whatever time you set aside for yourself, that can be your trip. On that same note, the location that you pick depends on what you want to do. So again, you're trying to make sure that things are as you want them to be. Are you picking up a theme yet? Let's say you want beaches, jungle, the city, or just quiet isolation. You can always find an experience that fits you. So if you find yourself pressed for time, take your PTO, enjoy your break, however long you have. And a quick note before we move on, intentionality helps to add weight to the impact of your travel. This is what makes your trip worth it. Whatever the cost is, whatever time you have to set aside, your intention and the reason why you're traveling is what makes it worth it. Issue 3. Travel is complicated and I don't know where to start. That's fair. I mean, it's not a solid barrier, but I do understand that travel can be overwhelming. if you don't have a plan to start with. So it's fall in the US, and one of the fun activities that comes around this time of year are corn mazes. Now imagine if you went to a corn maze and you just stood at the entrance. How quickly you're going to make it through until the end? You need to take the first step. Now, I've mentioned a few times that intentionality is what's important, and that is honestly your first starting point when it comes to travel planning. The second thing would be to consult or create your budget, and then pick a location. Practice planning a day trip. If you're going to go solo, it's going to look different if you have pets or kids, or maybe you're meeting up with someone. So just adjust accordingly. Baby steps. Take baby steps as you build confidence. Then you can get to those giant leaps and plan those extravagant trips, but start small. Now, if you feel stuck or you feel like, listen, I've done all this already and I just can't seem to get past this planning process, then I encourage you to reach out to a travel coach or planner to point you in the right direction. As a travel planner, this person would create a guide or an itinerary for you, but you may be left to book your hotel, flights, and whatnot. However, when you book with a coach like myself, we'll discuss your goals for the trip. We'll figure out how you can be the most successful before, during, and after your trip. I want you to be confident in your own ability, being able to design and complete your experience, whatever that trip looks like, so that you can be prepared for the next one. If you decide to work with me, we'll begin with the Confidence Clarity Session. That's a free 45-minute conversation where we get really clear on your goals and determine if we're a good match for a coaching partnership. I'll provide a link in the description so that we can connect. Reach out. Even if you just have questions, I'd rather you ask questions and feel silly than remain stuck and untraveled. We can't have that. If you are discouraged from travel because you think it's a luxury that you just can't afford, or you think it's a waste of time, or you believe it's too complicated to even start, I will share with you what a friend told me. Check where that fear is coming from. Is there a legitimate reason, or is it just fear? Yes, you as you are worth this experience. I originally planned to talk about travel as self-development, and I think this is what makes it true. Travel is an investment in yourself. If you travel with purpose or intention, you will learn a lot about yourself and your capabilities. So make the trip something you can afford. Pick 1 or 2 days and take your first steps towards your next trip by connecting with a travel coach to plan it out. Hey, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please rate the show so that other people can find it, and subscribe so you don't miss a new episode. As always, be bold, be curious, be ready to tell your story. You never know who needs it. Take care, have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you soon.